Well, this is a very, very important campaign. Firstly, it's an important campaign because disabled people are clearly the hardest hit, and that's the title of the campaign, the hardest hit by these welfare changes, changes to DLA, changes to ESA, and changes that are coming to things like housing benefit as well. They are in absolutely the front line of those changes. But it's also important to be here today because these are changes which don't just affect disabled people, they affect people right across Britain and Scotland. And so being in the front line means it's important that those who are hardest hit shout loudest, fight hardest, and we try to stop some of these changes, and that's a benefit for everyone, every community, every family in Scotland. So it's an important demonstration today, and I'm delighted to be here. Well, I'm hoping today will give really, firstly, a message to the UK government in particular that these changes to welfare reform are going to have a disastrous impact on many people's lives, and there's still time for them to change their mind. Secondly, a message to the government in Scotland that they have to look at the resources that are being provided to local government in Scotland because they are being squeezed, and that will have an impact on care services and the charges that people pay for the support that they need. But also, thirdly, I think there's a kind of internal message, isn't there, that it is very difficult for people who are under pressure anyway to keep fighting. And so events like this are crucial for people to draw collective strength, and that keeps them going, because this is a fight that's got some way to go, and we need to keep fighting, keep shouting, and I believe that we can win. Well, we've opposed the welfare reform bill. There are some aspects of it we've said in principle we can see some sense, and I think a lot of the organisations here today would say, nobody is saying you can't reform the welfare system, it couldn't be improved. The idea of a universal benefit, for example, is one which is quite popular, but what matters is the detail. And so we've certainly opposed the changes to DLA, the new PIP, we've certainly opposed the kind of interviews that people are being subjected to with regard to ESA. And here in Scotland, in Holyrood, Labour is fighting the squeeze on local government resources, which will also have an impact on the services on which many people here depend.